And good evening, everyone. Let's give you a look at what we're tracking here through the remainder of the week. A much milder start tomorrow morning. Still going to be chilly, just not nearly as cold as what we saw this morning. And then here comes spring once again through the second half of the week. We're also looking at a fairly dry pattern that doesn't give us much of a chance of rain right on into the weekend. We'll come back to that in just a second. Let's give you a look at where we're headed overnight into tomorrow. Now, I've got temperatures hitting the mid-40s by or before midnight, and then they kind of flatline a bit and may even start to climb a little bit around daybreak, so mid to upper 40s for many of us by the time you get out the door Wednesday morning versus the record lows we had anywhere from the upper 20s to low 30s in many areas this morning. So as I said, still a sweater or jacket, but not going to be anything like what we had this morning. Here's the next few days. Not only are our morning lows trending warmer, going from the 40s tomorrow into the 50s Thursday and Friday. Look at the highs. 61 was our high today, about 15 degrees warmer tomorrow at 75. We're in the upper 70s to near 80 Thursday and Friday. We will keep all three of those days dry. Now, looking ahead on the rain chances, we've largely got it dry into at least Saturday. Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards dry right on through Sunday. Some small rain chances early next week. So that's a change from what we were talking about yesterday. I'll tell you why that is in just a moment. First, let's talk about why temperatures are going to moderate pretty quickly. That trough that delivered the cold air is already starting to pull out. Yesterday at this time, it was more like this, and you can see it's already started to lift to the northeast. So as it does so, we're losing that source of cold air from the north. Temperatures begin to moderate. Now, I was telling you last night about the storm system spinning in the Pacific, a little more energy up to its north, and we were thinking that'd be our next rainmaker Sunday into Monday. But the model trend now is to take that system farther north with time into the weekend and have much less of an impact locally. So that's why we're going to keep it mainly dry, it looks like, through the weekend. As we look at temperatures across the country, you can see that chilly air shifting eastward now, milder conditions moving in from the west, and you see how warm it is out to the west. So some of that headed our way. Now, right now, anywhere from the upper 40s to low 50s, Baton Rouge 52, Gonzales 47, Patterson at 49. A good looking evening, but grab that jacket if you're headed out. Skyline view looking back at the state capitol. So we'll fall into the 40s this evening and then just kind of hover there overnight. We're quickly into the low 70s by lunchtime tomorrow. Top it out in the mid-70s. We'll keep it dry. So it's a spring-like pattern through the second half of the week, right on into the weekend, mainly dry through the weekend. By early next week, we've got some small rain chances, but notice keeping those high temperatures on the warm side, near or a little bit above 80 degrees. Liz?